Do you ever feel like life has gotten just a little bit too routine? Like the monotony of the day-to-day is about to drive you crazy and you are ready for something more. You're searching for your purpose. You're trying to understand, why are you here on planet Earth and how can you make the most of it? If that's you, then maybe it's time for you to set off on an adventure, to embrace the adventure of life, to embrace the adventure mindset. That's what we're talking about inside of today's episode. We're treating life like the adventure that it is. And it's up to us, it's up to you to choose whether or not you're going to embrace it or you're going to sit on the couch and let it pass by. So, if you're ready for some tactics, if you're ready for some mindset, if you're ready to make your life the life that you dreamed it would be, well, ladies and gentlemen, you've just landed on the place you need to be. I'll see you inside. What's up, my friend, and welcome to Grit, Grace, and Inspiration. I am your host, Kevin Lowe. 20 years ago, I awoke from a life-saving surgery only to find that I was left completely blind. And since that day, I've learned a lot about life, a lot about living, and a lot about myself. And here on this podcast, I want to share those insights with you. Because, friend, if you are still searching for your purpose, still trying to understand why, or still left searching for that next right path to take, well, consider this to be your stepping stone to get you from where you are to where you want to be. Did you know that in addition to this twice weekly podcast, I also produce a once a week newsletter? It is a midweek pick-me-up released every Wednesday morning, written from me. I sit down with my morning cup of coffee on Wednesday and give you something to think about, something to read, and something to listen to. Every newsletter is packed with insights and information to help you just have a boost to your day, to hopefully give you a boost for the week. You can sign up for my newsletter by heading over to gritgraceinspiration.com/newsletter, or you can also just find that link inside of today's show notes. My friend, welcome to episode number 220. My name is Kevin Lowe, and I am thrilled to have you joining me today. Today's episode was inspired by our guest inside of episode 219. That, of course, was Chris Donaldson. Chris is an amazing guy from Ireland who has this incredible story of adventure, riding a motorcycle pretty much all over the world. And that sense of adventure is what inspired today's topic. Because I kept thinking to myself, how can the story of Chris Donaldson mean more to you? How can it mean something to you, even if you're not setting off across the world on a motorcycle? What can a sense of adventure mean to you in your everyday life? And that's what I thought. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the ticket. That is the golden ticket. Is that me and you need to start living every single day with a sense of adventure. Yes, I'm talking about our everyday lives. If we start embracing a mindset of adventure, we start living with the adventure mindset, I believe that our lives can be made better. And that's what I'm diving into inside of today's episode, because I want to show you that with an adventure mindset, nothing is impossible and everything is made even better. Now, when we're talking about adventure, you might think of jumping off of tall buildings, or maybe going skydiving, maybe driving a race car. And yeah, all of that is awesome and totally adventurous. But I'm actually just talking about life, because life is hard, life is tricky, and life is scary. And we have to be able to embrace it. We have to be willing to go into it with a sense of adventure, because if not, then life just kind of passes us by. So as you listen to today's episode, I want you to realize that when we're talking about adventure, I'm just talking about life. I'm talking about you, what you're going through. and encouraging you to embrace it, to charge forward, to live this life for everything it's worth. We don't have a lot of time on this planet. Time goes by way too fast. I'm sure you already know that. So let's be sure that we take advantage of every single second that ticks by living with a sense of adventure. I hope you enjoy today's podcast. I hope you love it. I hope you get something out of it. And don't forget, if you do love it, if you do get something out of it, be sure to share it with a friend so that they can get something out of it as well. Throughout today's episode, I'm using the word adventure, but I want to be sure that we're both on the same path when I'm using that term, because I don't want you to think that I'm talking about climbing mountains, jumping out of airplanes, or driving fast cars. No, I'm just talking about life itself. I'm talking about more than the adventure, the choice to embrace the adventure, the choice to get off of the sofa and to get out into the world and to embrace the unknown, to take pleasure in the unexpected, and to do the hard things. Because when we put ourselves in that level of discomfort, when we put ourselves in a place that's not safe, that we're not used to it, that's when we have the potential to grow. That's when we have a potential to discover what our true purpose really and truly is in life. It's when we get to start living, start to thrive in life. That's what we're talking about today. As I continue, I'm going to cover 5 specific points. You can take notes if you want to, or you just be sure to turn up the volume and listen up, because I got these 5 points that are going to hit home this topic about embracing a sense of adventure to impact your life each and every day moving forward. My first point is embracing uncertainty. Let's face it, life is full of twists, turns, loop-de-doos, double loops, you name it, it's got it. Anything but straight and slow and steady. No, life is crazy. And that's why we have to learn to embrace uncertainty. If we want to live with a sense of adventure, we have to be willing to embrace uncertainty. Matter of fact, I feel we not only have to embrace it, we have to seek it. Because remember, when it's a situation that's uncomfortable, that is uncertain, that's when we get to grow. And that's what I want for you. I want you to start charging forward in life. I want you to start not playing it safe, to not just be here, waiting on life to happen, but instead you moving forward and making life happen. That's what we're talking about. So as you embrace uncertainty, as you step outside of your comfort zone, you start not surviving, but thriving. You're going to become more adaptable. You're going to become resilient and more open to the unexpected. If you want one key to make this life a little bit easier, it's to adopt this mindset, to practice it, to put it into action each and every day. Because the better you can get at embracing uncertainty, the better you are going to be at handling whatever life throws your way. The second benefit of an adventure mindset is self-discovery. I mentioned at the beginning of the episode the comparison to a vacation. And at this point, I would love for you to think back to something you did that was so far out of your comfort zone, that was so far gone from anything that you ever would have thought you would have agreed to do, but you did it and you loved it. And it made you realize, oh my gosh, I am a thrill seeker. Oh my gosh, I do love this or that. Something that you never would have thought. You literally peeled back the layers to reveal a part of you you never even imagined before. Welcome to the power of self-discovery. And when we think of life as an adventure, if you start embracing the adventure, well, you're going to continue to peel back those layers. You're going to continue to get to reveal your true, authentic self. And I'm here to tell you that this world has way too many people, us, trying to be like everybody else, trying to be that exact model that fits the filter we see on social media. I'm tired of it. I think a lot of people are tired of it. Let's be authentic. I want you to be authentically you. I want you to live freely. I want you to embrace you. And when you live with a sense of adventure and you get to experience this, then I believe in all my heart that your life is going to be better because of it. Period. Done. End of story. Benefit number 3, memories. I'm here to tell you that in this life, the memories we have are golden. And I feel like so many times we allow the weeks, the months, the years to pass by without making true memories with those who we love the most. Now, maybe we can say, oh, but no, Kev, you don't understand. I spent all of Christmas taking pictures and posting them onto Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, well, were you actually making memories or were you just taking pictures? Because I can tell you one thing. Yeah, my situation maybe is a little bit unique in the fact of me becoming blind now almost 20 years ago. But pictures, they don't mean anything. But you know one thing that even becoming blind wasn't able to take from me? It's memories. Being blind can't steal from me the taste of the salt water on the family vacations down to the Florida Keys. It can't take the memory of the smell of gasoline early in the morning when with my dad out in the middle of the woods at a dirt bike camp called Croom. It can't take those memories away from me. And how did I get those memories? It's because I lived with a sense of adventure. When you embrace the adventure mindset, you get to make memories. That's what it's about. True, authentic memories. To make life amazing today and to make it amazing tomorrow because you get to look back on it. So I encourage you to get out from behind the camera, to stop just taking pictures and instead start living in the moment. Start embracing the adventure. Start living it, loving it, tasting it, so that down the line, you don't just have an album full of pictures that maybe, if you're like me, you can't see anymore. Instead, you have an entire memory of moments, of snapshots, of beautiful moments that have made you who you are today. That's the power. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the power in what I'm talking about. Benefit number 4 of this adventure mindset is helping you to find your purpose. Don't we all wonder why? What am I meant for? Why am I here on planet Earth? What am I supposed to be doing? Am I doing what I was meant to be doing in life? Why am I here? What is it all about? What is my purpose? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you one thing. Your purpose is not found on the sofa. Your purpose is not found in the bed. Your purpose is found by living life. It's found by meeting people, doing things, trying things, winning, failing, succeeding, or falling flat on your face. When we do all of that, when we live, when we embrace life, when we embrace the adventure, it's only then that we can discover who we are and why we are here. The most powerful questions on the universe of who we are and why we are here. Embracing a sense of adventure is going to help you. It's going to help you to figure that out. And now I have number 5. The 5th reason why I am telling you to embrace this adventure mindset. And that is for your own self-confidence. Confidence is not something that you just get. It's not something that you're born with. It's something that you build. It's like one brick at a time added to a fortress. And every time you step outside of your comfort zone, every time you embrace a sense of adventure, Start living with an adventure mindset. You add another brick to the wall of confidence. And here's the thing. Life is full of opportunities for you to build your confidence, for you to step outside of the comfort zone that you have been living in, for you to embrace the adventure, to do the wild, the crazy, and see what happens. You're going to build your confidence. And when you have the confidence, oh, baby, now you're electric. Now people are coming towards you. It's like you're a magnet. Because when you're confident, well, you just start radiating. Now, I'm not talking about that confidence like the boisterous type, like the annoying person. No. I'm talking about true, authentic confidence, self-confidence that lives inside of you, that helps you to remember that, you know what? I did it then, I can do it again. Maybe I fell, but I got back up. So why am I going to not try again? Confidence builds upon itself, as I said. It's a brick in the wall, one brick at a time. And before you know it, you've got a whole stinking fortress of confidence there with you every step of the way. So with that, my friends, is why I'm talking about having you to start embracing a sense of adventure. This life, it's short. It's way too short. Our time is limited. Every day is an absolute gift. Every breath we take is a blessing. When we wake up tomorrow morning, you better be sure that you're grateful for it. It's why I thank God each and every morning when I wake up. I thank God for everything in my life, for the littlest things to the biggest things, because nothing in this life is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. Let me tell you that more than anybody else, because I know it. I've lived it. I experienced it. And I'm sure you have as well. So be sure that when you live this day, that you're making the most out of it, that you're enjoying it, you're loving it, you're laughing, you're smiling, and you're just literally thriving in life. Because that is, I believe, what we're meant to do. If you don't know what your purpose is on earth, well, take it from me. Until you figure it out, your purpose should be to love every single day, to live bigger, to love more, to laugh louder, to just be authentically you. The world needs more of you. And it's my pleasure to have you here with me on the podcast. So if you enjoyed today's show, please be sure to share it with a friend. It would mean the world to me to see this podcast grow even bigger, to reach even more people all over the globe. Until next time, my name is Kevin Lowe, and this is Grit, Grace, and Inspiration. Get out there and take on the day.